Do you guys agree? Maven Huffman says, every WWE match looks like a dance, and lack of house shows is making top stars look sluggish on television. Hey guys, Great One here. Welcome back to another Reddit video. Subscribe if you already didn't. This is a second channel. You know, it's one of these opinions, people, where you can have both and you're right. Is he correct? Absolutely. And just like he talked about, that Jay versus CM Punk match is a perfect example. If they wrestle during house shows, they could at least practice where it doesn't really matter as much, and once we get that premium live event match, they kinda know where they're going with the match. Unfortunately, we didn't get that, and the match was kinda ass. On the other hand, you can also say, well, wrestlers have more time to spend with their families, which is a big thing, because they're basically living and pooping WWE. They have no time for themselves. So anyway, he's technically correct about that, but I do see some WWE superstars saying, well, thank you for your opinion, Maven, but I like seeing my kids from time to time, at least once a year. Also, for me personally, when it comes to professional wrestling, nothing hurts more than hearing that a wrestler got injured at a house show. But technically, he is absolutely correct, especially for the new guys in the WWE. Like, they need that practice, they need that ring time. I think Cody even talked about it, right? But just like I've said, both opinions are correct. And you would be surprised how much that statement that both opinions are correct actually, applies in real life. I mean, look at Dominic. His extra work in AAA has definitely helped improve his fluidity in ring. Well, that is a good point. That is definitely a good point. It's a double-edged sword. The house show era was truly brutal, and I don't wish that shit on anyone. Wow, that is... exactly. The matches do look very rehearsed, scripted. That is also correct. When you wrestle somebody so many times, you get to know your opponent in the ring, and when you only rehearse that before the show, well, that's a little bit different. So, like I've said, both opinions are correct. It's so easy to fix though. Have house shows, just not as much as you used to, which was brutal, and every WWE wrestler ever complained about it. They should have added Melo and Ilya to this match. It might happen. This moment pissed me off, Sami Zayn winning the championship, the way he won the championship after such a great title reign, the championship title reign ending in some shenanigans. Absolutely hated that, and obviously expected Carmelo to actually go to WrestleMania as a champion. I would turn this into a fatal four-way. Easily. No questions asked. You are old is getting old. Roman Reigns firing shots at CM Punk on the Tonight Show. Phil, most likely you're asleep right now. You're probably a little confused at your old age. Why is Roman there and I'm here at home? That's because I'm a way bigger star than you. Also, is that even legitimate? Is Roman Reigns a bigger star internationally than CM Punk? I don't know about that. I don't know, actually a very good question. Yeah, the whole old line is ridiculous, doesn't make much sense. I'm starting to hate this too because at the beginning it was personal, real, and now we're just kind of back to childish insults. You're old. Okay. Can someone explain why Logan Paul is the only one with a Titantron? What about the other wrestlers? WWE has gone lazy. I don't think it was the idea that we're bringing back Titantrons, but Logan is important, we gotta give him the Titantron and then we'll figure it out. I don't think that's the case. I think the idea WWE were going for is that Logan Paul is like a highlight reel. Right? Like, that was at least his gimmick in the beginning. He's always going to pull up with some crazy ass shit, so they just decided to put his greatest highlights of the WWE in that video, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the Titantrons are back in the WWE. But yes, I do wish that, a hype video for a wrestler. That's what WWE's been missing for the past few years. Titantron, good music. Presentation matters more than WWE realize, and they should at this point. It's great. Triple H, the coolest Titantron and the coolest theme song. Dude doesn't realize that it's a big priority. I know the hardcore wrestling fans are going to look at the moves, in-ring skills, microphone skills, but like for casuals especially, theme song, entrance video maybe, the entrance especially, finisher, look, these are the most important things, right? It's like wrestler's signature. The theme song he's coming out with and the thing he ends the match with. It matters so much, and WWE simply forgot about that. Is this the worst Money in the Bank winner? I mean, technically, we gotta say yes. At least with the other ones, we thought maybe they're winning the World Championship. When Otis won the Money in the Bank briefcase, we all knew he ain't winning shit. We all knew he's not gonna become a champion, WWE champion in the WWE. Nothing against the dude, he's very good at his role. But we already knew, no, they're not gonna give the main championship to a comedy character. And if they are doing that, well, they've gone crazy. Austin Theory, nah. I mean, with Austin Theory, at least we thought maybe, probably he's winning the championship. There was at least a possibility. With Otis, there was no possibility. It seemed ridiculous. Is R-Truth the funniest comedy character of all time? Technically, yes. Longevity, all that stuff, obviously. Although I gotta tell you, when it comes to modern pro wrestling, nothing comes close to me than heel Sami Zayn. From the conspiracy stuff to the bloodline stuff, that is like the best version of Sami Zayn to me. I know he's a tremendous babyface, but a delusional heel, he made it work so well. I legitimately could believe he believes what he's saying. You know? He was really good at that role, and I kinda miss it anyway. I'm gonna need the Great One to record his reaction when the timer finally hits 0. You guys want that? You guys want that? If you are subscribing to this channel and giving me a huge amount of likes, I will make sure to record it. Even if it's going to be 5 a.m., 3 a.m., I'll sit here and celebrate. Oh, that would actually need to happen right before WrestleMania, so I will be awake anyway. Gosh, I'm such an idiot sometimes. Just know it's gonna be all over the internet. Sami Zayn. Sammy Hogan, you might say. Yes, but I don't want to put the blame on Sami Zayn. Most of the time, I don't put blame on wrestlers who are not responsible for booking decisions. I think it's kind of ridiculous, unless it's like the top of the top, and obviously they have a lot of influence in the WWE, and obviously they can, mess shit up. And when it comes to Sami Zayn, I just believe WWE know his value. I just don't agree with the fact they gave him the United States Championship. I don't think this match needed the championship. If you have good, compelling stories, a match doesn't necessarily need the title. I know they told the story that he's not getting a WrestleMania match, but don't write that shit in the first place. Which style design suits Carmelo Hayes best? Well, WWE believes he looks better with no championship, I can tell you that for sure. I like this championship, man. I'm gonna go with this one. One of the very rare dubs when it comes to title changes in the WWE Championship design changes, right? Like when it comes to Intercontinental Championship, all of these belts, I hate it. Like, I don't hate the championships, they look good, but it used to look so much better back in the day. I'll remind you in a second, but when it comes to this championship, I actually really love the design. Looks a bit more serious anyway. I mean, just look at this championship, man. Come on. What are your picks for this year's Money in the Bank? I'll go first. Okay. LA Knight, Carmelo, Chelsea, Roxanne. This looks good. This is like a perfect scenario, but WWE ain't doing that shit because I don't know why actually. They create the ceiling and just stick to it even when the fans are telling you, well, they deserve more and we actually like these people. Honestly, you nailed it. LA Knight and Chelsea Green. These would be my picks. Long overdue anyway. Chelsea, I know WWE say that's her role she makes, but why? You created this ceiling, and people are saying, no, she actually deserves more and she's good, and you're like, nah, there's a ceiling that you created. What does Chelsea Green necessarily lack? I don't understand. Whatever the case may be, these are my picks definitely. LA Knight and Chelsea Green. Wouldn't be mad about these, but again, long overdue. Dom and Chelsea. Well, Dominic Mysterio, he would be a great Money in the Bank holder, that's for sure. Is he ready for the major title? I don't know about that. I don't know if I could take it seriously, honestly. Maybe eventually. But as a Money in the Bank holder, he's literally perfect for that role. What do you think will headline the Hall of Fame 2026 ceremony? So it should be AJ Styles by far. I mean, come on. It will probably... Nah, man. Maybe I do have a feeling Stephanie will be headlining. And look, save this video. She's gonna talk about Vince McMahon in a very tone-deaf way and give him which I get. It's her father, but she's gonna say some wild-ass shit where people are gonna be like, ugh. I don't know why, I have a feeling something like that is going to happen. The headliner should definitely be AJ Styles. In my opinion, this brawl was mid. It could have been way better. The only good thing is the RKO to Jelly Roll. Yes, it was mid because people were expecting more. We all expected more. They went to the most simple, basic booking you could imagine. Look, no shade to Jelly Roll, but why is he so much in the story? I have questions, I have worries. WrestleMania, is he getting involved? Don't necessarily want to see that. Let's keep celebrities, whether good or bad, out of WrestleMania main event moments. Let's not make the same mistake, because now I'm starting to worry. I thought this is ridiculous and WWE aren't that stupid to repeat the same mistake twice. Lately though, I'm like, well, maybe they are. Maybe they are that stupid. I don't know. Cody, I expected more from Cody. Like a bit of a change, something more. And this is every Cody's storyline lately, kinda. Vladimir Aurimas, the great transformation over the years. This picture is gonna follow me forever. This is all too. Wow. Love the shirt though. Who booked WWE worse? Vince McMahon from 2018 to 2019 or Triple H 2025-2026? I'm gonna give you a hot ass take. Not even close. Vince McMahon booked a worse WWE product during that period. And if you think otherwise, I would suggest you rewatch that shit. Oh my god. You have no idea. As bad as WWE gets sometimes, we are comparing it to early Triple H years. Like WWE was at its peak. You have no idea how bad it got to 2018 and 2019. You have no idea. Corbin, Lashley, Strowman. Nowadays, what pisses me off the most is actually all the egregious prices, sponsorships. Like, wrestling feels like 2K right now. Like, what they did to WWE, now they did to WWE games. Playing 2K26 makes me feel like a useful idiot. Wrestling video games have this gambling feel to it. Anyway, I don't know. Hate it lately. But yes, when it comes to the product itself, Vince booked a worse show. Trust me. Rewatch that shit. I dare you. Has some highlights, but still. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you already did. The great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.